Zimbabwe, where the road to economic recovery is like a slow walk through a field of tall grass. If you're not careful, you might just trip and fall. The nation is gradually moving away from the wild roller coaster that was hyperinflation. To really get what's happening today, we need to take a little stroll down memory lane and explore the historical context that shaped these socioeconomic conditions. Now, let's not forget about geography. Zimbabwe's got some serious features, like the high central plateau, which is like the big brother of the landscape, influencing everything from its climate to the way farmers plant their crops. And how about those eastern highlands? They're standing tall, like nature's own mountain range cheerleaders, rooting for the local agriculture. Speaking of cheerleaders, Zimbabwe is a shining example of cultural diversity. It's a melting pot of various ethnic groups, primarily the Shona and Ndebele. These folks are busy weaving a colorful tapestry, rich in languages and traditions that would make even a rainbow blush with envy. This cultural potpourri is what makes Zimbabwe's cultural landscape so vibrantly unique. And you know what else shines in Zimbabwe? Its languages. English is the official language, but the government has been busy working on giving national status to 16 different languages. That's right, it's a language party, and everyone's invited to celebrate the wonderful diversity that spices up conversations around the dinner table. Now, if you thought that was interesting, hold on to your forks. Christianity is the dominant religion here, with over 80% of Zimbabweans getting their Sunday best on to practice their faith. But wait, there's more. This faith often dances hand in hand with traditional beliefs, creating a cultural blend that's as unique as Grandma's secret recipe for stew. Speaking of recipes, let's dive into the delightful world of Zimbabwean cuisine. It's a harmonious mix of indigenous African food traditions and a sprinkle of British influence. Picture cozy dishes made from staples like cornmeal and peanuts, comfort food that feels like a warm hug on a chilly day, and trust me, those hugs are really needed around mealtime. And if you think that's tasty, wait until we talk about mopane worms. Yes, you heard that right. These wriggly little guys are a rich source of protein gathered from mopane trees, making them a staple in Zimbabwean diets. It's a fun way of saying, we're keeping it local. Who knew worms could be so deliciously nutritious? And what do you eat with those worms? Sadza. This thick porridge made from cornmeal shows up on the dinner table like a reliable friend. People usually eat it by hand, turning every meal into a finger-licking good time. Just make sure to wash your hands first. Nobody wants a side of germs with that. Let's not forget about Zimbabwe's history, which is as rich as its food. Once upon a time, powerful kingdoms like Great Zimbabwe ruled the land, showcasing the region's cultural and economic significance. Imagine grand trading routes and architecture that made it a cornerstone in the history books. Talk about a legacy. Then came the colonial period, which was not so friendly for the native Africans. It led to British settlers gaining significant political power while pushing the locals into low-wage labor, shaping the future governance and social structures in ways that still echo through the ages. It's a harsh chapter in the storybook of Zimbabwe. Now, when Mugabe took the reins, things started off on a cheerful note with improvements in health and education. But as they say, all good things must come to an end. His later authoritarian policies took a toll on the economy, reminding everyone how crucial good governance can be for national prosperity. Fast forward to post-Mugabe, and Zimbabwe is shaking things up, aiming for a political makeover. With abundant natural resources and fertile lands, it's like the nation is flexing its muscles, looking forward to a prosperity-packed future. National development is on the horizon, and everyone's ready to cheer it on. But wait, hold on to your hats. The controversial land reforms in the early 2000s threw a wrench in the farming sector, and boy, did that disrupt commercial farming. This little blunder led to economic decline and instability, leaving lasting effects on agricultural productivity. Who knew farming could be so dramatic? And let's not forget about hyperinflation peaking in 2008, which wiped out savings faster than a kid can devour a bag of candy. It led to the retirement of Zimbabwe's currency, forcing the government to adopt the US dollar for some much-needed stability. Talk about a wild economic thrill ride. Yet, amidst all these challenges, the informal sector is like that dependable friend who always shows up when you need them. It's been crucial in keeping the wheels of daily economic activities turning. With recent investments in mining, agriculture, and tourism, Zimbabwe is eyeing growth opportunities like a kid eyeing the last piece of chocolate cake. And who could blame them? Back in 1855, a Scottish explorer named David Livingstone stumbled upon a sight so breathtaking, it made his kilt flap in excitement. He discovered the majestic falls and, with a touch of royal flair, decided to name them after Queen Victoria. But locals, with their knack for poetic names, called it Musi or Tunia, which literally translates to the smoke that thunders. Now that's a name that really brings the drama. Imagine a waterfall so powerful, it sounds like it's auditioning for a role in a thunderstorm movie. Now, if you're a wildlife enthusiast, or just someone who enjoys a good game of animal bingo, you're in for a treat. Victoria Falls is nestled within the Moose or Tunia National Park, a paradise teeming with a variety of wildlife. Picture elephants splashing around, lions lounging like they just came back from a spa day, and baboons playing tag like they've had too much sugar. This park is not just a pretty face, it's a vibrant ecosystem where nature throws a wild party. And hold on to your hats, folks. When the rainy season rolls in, Victoria Falls puts on the ultimate show. So, let's take a little trip back in time, shall we? The city of Mutare has a history that dates all the way back to the late 19th century. It blossomed into a bustling commercial hub in Manicaland province. Quite the success story, I must say. And just for a fun fact, did you know it used to go by the name Umali until 1982? Imagine calling your child by their baby name forever. Awkward, right? Now, if you fancy a touch of culture in your life, Mutare has got you covered. With traditional markets buzzing like a beehive and museums that open windows to the region's rich heritage, there's no shortage of family fun. Speaking of which, if you're ever in town, don't miss the Mutare Museum. It's like a treasure chest full of history. Trust me, it's a great spot for the little ones to learn while being thoroughly entertained. Bonus, you might even get a few good dad jokes out of it. And it gets even better. Picture this. Stunning landscapes, lush greenery, and breathtaking views that make you feel like you've stepped into a postcard. The natural beauty surrounding Mutare is simply irresistible. Families are encouraged to step outside and soak in all that Mother Nature has to offer. So grab your hiking boots and a picnic basket, and let's go exploring. Just remember, no matter how scenic, only squirrels and the occasional owl should be climbing trees. User engagement. It's like the secret sauce for any online platform, like ketchup on fries or chocolate syrup on ice cream. Redesigning interaction elements? That's like giving your favorite video game a makeover. Suddenly, it's more fun and feels more personal. It's amazing how a little sparkle can lead to connections that are meaningful and fulfilling. And let's be honest, who doesn't want to boost their user satisfaction? It's like getting an extra scoop of ice cream without the guilt. Now, speaking of connections, let's chat about feedback mechanisms, shall we? You know, those little buttons like the like button that are practically begging for your attention like a puppy pawing at your leg. When users express their opinions, it's like a family dinner where everyone gets to share their thoughts. Some love grandma's casserole, while others just pretend to enjoy it. But effective feedback is crucial because it shapes community dynamics and makes content visibility brighter than a firefly at a summer night picnic. And then there's the fun of innovative designs. Imagine giving your old family car a fresh coat of paint and a new stereo. Suddenly, it's not just a car anymore, it's the coolest ride in the neighborhood. Innovative designs for familiar features can totally refresh the user experience and grab attention, like a magic trick you can't quite figure out. So, continuous improvement of those interface elements is vital. It's like adding sprinkles to your cupcakes.